Vigyan Prasar is an autonomous body that was established in 1989 under the aegis of Department of Science and Technology of the Government of India. It has the prime mandate to popularize science in India, bringing science as an enterprise to the common people, developing capacity for informed decision-making in the country, women empowerment through science and technology, and infusing excitement among young people towards a scientific career are some of the key approaches adopted by Vigyan Prasar to fulfill its mission. In continuation to its work among children, Vigyan Prasar has organized a quiz show titled Sci-Connect that aims at nurturing young talents of North-East on science and has the goal of reaching so far uncharted territories in the North-East. In the format of operation, the Level 1 involves the selection of students through a written test. The Level 2 comprises of workshops and a recorded quiz show in each state capital of the North-East, where 5 teams compete with each other. The winning team gets invited over for another pre-final round. This is undertaken in 2 stages between 4 teams each, out of which 4 teams are selected for the final round. The teams that come third in both stages compete against each other once again for selection as the 5th team for the final round. This year, the pre-final round and the final round both take place in Guwahati. So viewers, presented here is the Sci-Connect quiz show. Happy viewing!
Hello and welcome to the finals of Sci-Connect, a science quiz competition devised by Vigyan Prasar, an autonomous institution under the aegis of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. With me, representing Vigyan Prasar and also the quiz master of this series is Mr. Sachin Narwaria. Welcome, sir. The quiz series aimed at nurturing young talents of North-East in the field of science has been devised for execution in 3 levels. The first one involved registering of students and taking a written examination. The second level involved the recorded competition among 15 students representing 5 teams that took place in the capital of each of the 8 northeastern states of India. The questions formulated for the show were based on 21 Vigyan Prasar produced science films shown to the participants during Level 1. The winning team of each of these 8 shows was invited to come to Guwahati for the 3rd level. We have assembled here today in Guwahati for the 3rd level. The first part of this level took place first starting with 2 pre-finals, and now the final has to be conducted. The first and the second placed winning teams of the first 2 pre-finals got a direct entry to the finals, while for the 5th place, there was a tie contest between the 3rd placed teams in each of the pre-finals. The final teams selected for the finals are Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. Before we start with the finals, let me do a quick recap of how the show will be conducted. So far, in all the 8 semi-finals and the 2 pre-finals have been 4 rounds, namely multiple choice questions, 1 word answer, picture identification and rapid fire. However, since this is the final, we have made the competition slightly tougher than the rest, adding a surprise round of audio visuals. So now there will be not 4 rounds in the show, but we will have 5 rounds. The first round will be on multiple choice questions. Questions will be asked of each team twice, and for each question, the team will have 10 seconds to answer. The second round will be the audio visual round, where an approximate 4-minute audio video clip will be shown, and based on that a question will be asked. For this, you will have 30 seconds time to answer. The third round will involve questions for which there is a one-word answer type. If a team is not able to answer, the question will be passed on to the next team in sequence. Here, each team will have 20 seconds to answer. The fourth round is a picture identification round, where the participants will be asked to identify a picture, and for this, they can have up to 4 clues. However, each clue that they take will imply a reduction in the points that they get. The fifth and the final round is the rapid fire round, involving answering of 8 questions in 1.5 minutes. Details relating to each round will be given to you before each round. So students, are you ready to move with the show?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Before we start with the show, let us start with a quick introduction of each of the teams, starting from my right. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Bashuraj Bishwas from Team Tripura.
Hello, I am Shomodip Bhattacharya representing Tripura.
Hello, I am Santika Chakravarti representing Team Tripura.
Okay, thank you. Team B, please introduce yourself.
My name is Peter, representing Nagaland.
My name is Puhe from Dimapur, Nagaland.
Hello, my name is Michael, representing Team Nagaland.
Team C, please introduce yourself.
My name is PCL Tuanama, representing Mizoram.
Hello, my name is Let Hamwani representing the state of Mizoram.
My name is Laram Siama, representing the state of Mizoram.
Team D.
My name is Funzok Norbotia and I am representing Team Sikkim.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashish Dangal and I am representing Team Sikkim.
My name is Tenzing Msuputa and I am representing Sikkim.
Team E, please introduce.
Hello, my name is Akramul Islam and I am representing Team Meghalaya.
Hello, myself Raji Alam Islam representing Meghalaya.
Myself Aman Kumar representing Team Meghalaya.
Okay, congratulations to all for being the finalist of Sci-Connect. So here we are going to start the first round of Sci-Connect Science Quiz competition. The terms and conditions are, each team will get 2 questions with multiple choice. If unanswered, question will not pass on to the next team. Each question will have 10 points. Answer time is 10 seconds. So let's begin this quiz with round 1. So Team A, are you prepared?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So your question will appear on the screen. In the caustic soda, what does the word caustic mean? Your options are A. Cooling, B. Burning, C. Corrosion, and D. None.
It's B, burning.
Very good. Correct answer, 10 points to Team A. It is the burning. So Team B, your question now. Team B, your question appears on the screen. What is the term used for the amount of charge a device can store for a given voltage difference? So your options are A. Capacitance, B. Ampere, C. Voltage, and D. Resistance. Your time is 10 seconds.
D. Resistance.
Sorry, it's not resistance. The correct answer is A. Capacitance. Capacitance is the answer. So now moving to the next team, Team C. Team C, your question is, parachutes harness the friction created by air. What term is used for such air friction? Your options are A. Air movement, B. Air resistance, C. Air breach, and D. None of the above. Time starts now.
B. Air resistance.
Air resistance is the answer. Very good. Correct answer, and you get 10 points. Now Team D, are you ready? Yes, ma'am. Okay, your question is, to which subject area is study of air and water currents related to? Your options are A. Medicines, B. Meteorology, C. Astronomy, and D. Botany.
B. Meteorology.
Very good. Meteorology is the answer. Very well answered. 10 points to Team D. Team E, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Your question is, when the cell is swollen due to water, which pressure is exerted on the cell wall? Your options are A. Vapor pressure, B. Turgor pressure, C. Leafy pressure, and D. Stem pressure. Time starts now.
Correct answer is option B, turgor pressure.
Very good. Turgor pressure is the answer. Correct answer, 10 points to Team E. Team A, we are going back to you again with round 1. The next question to Team A is, a ship floats because it displaces the volume of water equal to itself in terms of what? Your options appears on the screen. A. Weight, B. Volume, C. Force, and D. Pressure.
It's A. Weight.
Very good. Weight is the answer. Correct answer, 10 points to Team A. Now we will move on to Team B. Team B, your question is, in general, all gases cool as they do what? Options are A. Expansion, B. Contraction, C. Dispersion, and D. None of the above.
C. Dispersion.
I'm sorry, it's not dispersion. It is A. Expansion. So now moving to Team C. Your question is, which chemical is used in air conditioning between cycle of liquid and gaseous forms? Let's see the options. A. Freon, B. Chromium, C. Mercury, and D. Sulfur. Time starts now.
Option A, Freon.
Very good. It is Freon. Correct answer. 10 points to Team C. Team D, are you ready? Yes. The next question for you is, what is the effect of evaporation of sweat on skin? Okay, your options are A. Making warm, B. Making cool, C. Maintain same temperature, and D. None.
Is it B, making cool?
Making cool is the answer. Yes, making cool. So you get 10 points. Very good. So now team E. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So your question appears on the screen. At what temperature all motion and hence all heat ceases to exist? Options are A. 0, B. Absolute 0, C. Infinity, and D. Median. Time is 10 seconds.
Correct answer is D, median.
It's not median. It's not the D, median. It's absolute 0. It is the B, absolute 0. So after the end of the first round, we have the scores with us. The scores are: Team A is on 20 points, Team B is yet to open their account, Team C is on 20 points, Team D is on 20 points, and Team E is on 10 points. So further rounds are coming and they have lots of options to score. So let's begin with the second round. So the second round will be an audio-visual round. The terms and conditions are: there will be one video clip showcased to all the teams. After the clip, one question will appear on the screen related to the content of the video. The question needs to be answered in 30 seconds. Right answer will give you 10 points. The question will pass on to the next team only. And if given right answer, 5 bonus points to pass on team. So it will be an entertaining round. So let's begin the first clip with Team A.
In a recent study done in hospitals in Delhi and Chennai, researchers found that a fungus called Candida auris is present in hospital premises and is likely to infect people who get admitted to intensive care units with prolonged hospital stay. Most vulnerable are those who are immunosuppressed patients like diabetics or organ transplant patients. This fungus is resistant to most available drugs prescribed by doctors. To date, 3 categories of drugs are available to treat fungal infections. These are azoles, amphotericin B, and echinocardins. The doctors tested if these available drugs can kill the fungus. They cultured the fungus in the lab on media with different antibiotics. They found that this fungus is resistant to frequently prescribed azoles and amphotericin and mildly susceptible to echinocardins. Doctors in routine practice prefer prescribing azoles and amphotericin B because echinocardins are expensive of the 3 antifungal drugs, and it adds burden of cost to the patients.
We work on fungal infections, and these fungal infections occurs in patients who are admitted in intensive care units. So what we observed that a fungus which cause infections in these patients was newly recognized in many hospitals, and that was Candida auris. Candida auris, when we first isolated this fungus, we did the susceptibility testing and we observed that this fungus was resistant to antifungals.
This fungus is not limited to Indian hospitals alone and has been reported in hospitals of Pakistan, Japan, Korea, Spain, UK, South Africa, Venezuela, Colombia, and USA. This superbug calls for immediate action from public, medical community and Indian authorities because more than 30% of patients that get infected by this fungus are likely to die. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, European and American disease control organizations have issued health alerts for strict monitoring of Candida auris cases. Doctors recommended specific preventive measures to deal with this fungus in India.
To prevent these infections, it is very important to take strict infection control practices rigorously, which include contacts of the patients to be segregated, which also includes a thorough cleaning of the hospital environment, the rooms where the patient was admitted, by either using hydrogen peroxide or by other agents. A terminal cleaning of those rooms is important before another patient is admitted in the same care unit.
This fungus can survive in the hospital for more than 3 months after an infected patient has left. In spite of the increasing number of cases of this superbug in the country, Indian doctors and hospital management believe that proper arrangement can be made to stop the spread of this bug well in time. Doctors have advised that hospitals should be cleaned rigorously after a patient is discharged.
So Team A, have you seen the video? Now ready for the question? Okay, your question will appear on the screen. Your question is, in this story, which species is actually the superbug?
It is a fungus, Candida auris.
Very good. Candida auris is a fungus and the species is fungus. Right answer. You have got 10 points. Very good. Now moving to Team B, your video clip appears on the screen.
While most of us can easily see the 3 different colors in a traffic light, some people find it difficult to distinguish these colors. Colorblind individuals can see objects just like people with a normal vision, but cannot differentiate between colors like pink, purple, red and green. The most common cause of color blindness is congenital, which means that it is inherited and is present since birth. Other causes are diseases or injury that affect parts of the eye like the retina or optic nerve. On a similar note, colorblind students find it difficult to do chemistry experiments because they cannot differentiate between the colors. This is because these experiment results are inferred through changes in color. But now, a new mobile app will help them perform these experiments in a better way. For this purpose, scientists at the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research in Kolkata have developed an app called ColorCam.
Colorblind student who cannot normally see the color uses this phone camera, and the phone camera reads the color for the student. The phone camera takes the picture or the video and translates the RGB values to something called the hue, saturation and value, in short HSV, and then this HSV data is easier for the instrument to read. So when there is a color change, the HSV value changes.
The ColorCam app is freely available at the Google Play Store on your Android mobile. While doing the experiment, the student has to capture the experiment using his camera. The camera video is fed into the software that observes color changes during the experiment. As soon as the color changes, the app gives an indication to the student to stop the reaction as a beep or vibration or a combination of both. The scientists have published their results in the recent issue of the Journal of Chemical Education.
Even if you are not a colorblind person, you can still use the app to find the color of something. So you point the phone camera on something which has a color, and there is a crosshair, and the screen would actually read the name of the color.
In high school, science students are exposed to titration experiments in chemistry. Titration experiments help students to calculate the concentration of a test solution. In a titration experiment, an indicator is added to the solution that changes color when the pH of the solution changes. For example, the indicator of bromothymol blue changes color from yellow to blue when the pH changes from acidic to basic, while another indicator called phenol phthalate changes from colorless to pink under a similar shift. Colorblind students have to depend on students with a normal vision for their results. This sometimes demotivates colorblind students from taking up chemistry later in their life. With this new app, science students will be able to perform chemistry experiments with higher precision and greater ease. In this way, they can be motivated to pursue their career in chemical sciences.
Team B, have you seen the video? Yes. Are you ready for the question? Yes, very good. Your question is, in which condition does the indicator phenolphthalein changes from being colorless to pink color?
Acid base.
Yes, we can give the mark. Acidic to basic, actually. Okay, very good. Right answer. It is the acidic to basic. Now, 10 points to Team B. So, Team C, your clip will be shown on the screen.
The air around us is becoming increasingly polluted due to vehicular smoke, factory emissions, and other human activities. To protect citizens from the harmful effects of polluted air, which includes respiratory infections, a team of engineers at the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, has developed a nose mask using nanotechnology. Called the nasofilter, it looks like a thin band-aid that can be applied to cover the nostrils. This layer provides protection against the finest pollutant. Air pollution is measured based on the concentration of sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone, and particulate matter in the air. As per the World Health Organization guidelines on air quality, the permissible levels of ozone are a maximum of 100 micrograms per cubic meter for an 8-hour daily average. It is 40 micrograms per cubic meter annual mean for nitrogen dioxide and 20 micrograms per cubic meter for 24 hours average for sulfur dioxide. Particulate matter is the most harmful of all and is classified as PM 2.5 or PM10 based on the size of the particles. The smaller PM 2.5 particles are more harmful, and the World Health Organization recommends that the particulate matter 2.5 in the air should not exceed an average of 25 micrograms per cubic meters in 24 hours time.
For making these nasofilters, we are using a unique technology which is based on nanotechnology. That means we are using a very thin layer of very fine fibers, which are also known as nanofibers, in the range of say 250 to 300 nanometers. And by using this technology, we are able to get an efficiency which is very high. At the same time, the pressure drop is very low. That means when we use these filters close to our nose, even in a very small size, we feel comfortable, as well as all kind of pollutants, virus, bacteria, etc. are filtered through this.
Scientists have tested this nasofilter and found that it prevents particulate matter PM 2.5 from entering into the body. But other masks to deal with particulate matter pollutant also exist. The previously developed masks, however, are bulky and expensive. According to the scientists at IIT Delhi, the new pollution mask nasofilter is lightweight, handy, and costs less than 10 rupees, making it affordable for all.
If we are in this warm environment of Delhi, so then having or wearing a full face mask is quite tedious because of the sweat problem, because of the fogging on your specs. There are several other problems which can be answered if we have a solution called naso filters.
The filters will soon be available in Indian and global markets under the brand name Naso Filters. This Indian innovation will bring relief to many people living in polluted areas in India and indeed around the world.
So it's a very interesting video, isn't it? Okay, Team C. Your question is, what is the permissible level of sulfur dioxide in air? Permissible level of sulfur dioxide.
(20 microgram per cubic meter).
Very good. 20 microgram per cubic meter is the answer. They scores 10 points. Now we will move on to Team D. Ready? Team D ready? Okay, very good. Your video clip is
Victory Yankee Victor Delta. This is Victor Uniform 2 Mike Uniform Echo.
Emergency control station from New Delhi for Assam flood relief operation.
Yes, I copy loud and clear.
In times of crisis, radio frequency is often used in emergency communication when landlines, cell phones and other conventional means of communication fail. Traditionally trained amateur radio operators, also known as ham radio operators, usually carry out these tasks. They serve as a link between the government and the rescue operation team to speed up the process of relief operations. The term amateur or ham is used to specify an authorized person interested in radioelectric practice with a purely personal aim and without any pecuniary interest. They carry on experiments with various communication equipment and systems by organizing on-the-air emergency medical traffic, establishing communication network during natural calamities like flood, cyclone, storm, earthquake or any other disaster.
During emergency situations, we can help people. Like in people living in disaster-affected areas, we can go with our radios because these are portable. So we can go and we can help the local people there. So you can say that's a public service activity during emergency situations. It's a two-way communication. We don't depend on other professional service providers.
Ham radio operators use a variety of voice, text, image and data communications mode. They have access to frequency allocations throughout the radio frequency spectrum to enable communication across a city, region, country, continent or even in space. Government regulates the technical and operational characteristic of transmission. It assigns every ham individual a unique code that helps to identify him during the communication. This unique code is called a call sign.
It's like any radio technology, just like we used to listen to the FM broadcast stations. But when we listen to the FM broadcast station, it's a one way. We just listen, we tune to a particular frequency and receive that station because we know the frequency. Similarly, we hams are allotted by the government different frequencies, hundreds of frequencies. So what happens, we tune our radio to a specific frequency that being allotted to us. And if somebody comes up, he may be from Japan or maybe from Russia, maybe from Antarctica even, so we can answer him using our long distance seats.
Ham radio is also taken up as a hobby. It is one of the few hobbies in the world that requires a government license. To obtain the license, one has to go through a course as per the syllabus devised by the Ministry of Communications, New Delhi. The course covers basic electronic radio theories as well as existing national and international rules related to amateur radio communication in radio telephony and Morse code. It's essential for a ham operator to be proficient in Morse code. The Wireless Planning and Coordination Wing of the Ministry of Communication, New Delhi awards the Amateur Radio Operator Certificate. The examination is conducted at the wireless monitoring stations across the country. Without a valid ham license, it is illegal to operate any wireless equipment.
Anybody without, irrespective of any educational qualification, can become a ham. Only the age requirement is one has to become 12-year-old. The Ministry of Communications has devised a syllabus. So you have to read the study material according to the syllabus. It's a 100 marks exam. So after that you will be allotted with the license, the communication license.
The Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, has included ham radio in their course curriculum under the Scheme of Work Experience. Members of Parliament, Local Area Development Scheme, MP Lads has also included ham radio as one of its projects. While Vigyan Prasar, an autonomous body under the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, conducts programs in schools and colleges to promote ham radio among youngsters. Ham radio is not only a great hobby to take up, but an invaluable service in times of natural disasters in saving lives and providing accurate information for rescue operations. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and become a ham radio operator.
Team D, you have seen the video? We are proud of him. He is from North-East, isn't it? Yes. Your question is, the ham radio operator uses a unique code. What is its name? Unique code. You have 30 seconds.
Calamine.
Yes. What?
Calamine.
I'm sorry, it's wrong answer. It will pass on to the next team, Team E.
Ham code.
I'm sorry, it's not the ham code. The correct answer is a call sign. It's a very easy one. So it's a call sign. So we will move on to the next team with the last video clip. So your video clip appears on the screen.
This year, more than 22,000 cases, along with 1,094 deaths due to swine flu, have been reported from several states in the country, including Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Rajasthan, and Telangana. And the numbers are still rising. Swine flu is increasingly becoming a matter of health concern. In India, swine flu had affected nearly 20,000 individuals and was responsible for more than 1,700 deaths in 2009. It was then declared a health emergency.
This is a virus which came in 2009 and this caused the 2009 pandemic. So this is a virus which came because of mixing of 2 or 3 viruses of the influenza strain, human, bird and swine, and the mixing occurred most likely in what we call an animal like the swine, where at the same time these 3 different strains of the virus come together and there is a genetic reassortment. This leads to a new virus being formed. So when a new virus is formed, this is a virus to which human beings or mankind has never been exposed. So they have a high chance of getting the infection. And this virus should also have the ability to have human to human spread.
Genetic studies have indicated that the swine flu virus, which first affected humans in 2009, was derived from more than 2 parent viruses. The swine flu virus has 8 genes. 6 genes resemble those from influenza viruses that infected pigs in North America around 1999. The other 2 genes were similar to viruses that circulated in pigs in Europe-Asia region around 2000. Researchers believe that the parent viruses swapped genetic information when they infected a single animal host together. Scientists believe that the infected animals could have come together during events such as international animal trade. Swine flu is characterized by fever, cough, sore throat and pain in muscles. Swine flu can be fatal if patients develop respiratory complications like pneumonia. It is caused due to a viral infection named as H1N1. The reason for the name of swine flu is the causal virus in humans is similar to the one that infects swines or pigs. During monsoons and winters, the cases of swine flu and seasonal flu increases. These diseases have similar symptoms.
So this is spread through what we call droplet infection. So if an individual is coughing and the virus is there in his throat and nose, then through droplet that virus comes through his cough into the environment, usually to a distance of about 1 meter. If someone crosses that area and he inhales the virus then enters the other person and he gets the H1N1 infection or swine flu. The other way that can happen is if someone has the virus in the secretions and he rubs his nose and the secretions come onto his palm, then he touches something like a doorknob or a chair, the virus gets transmitted to that area. And if someone else comes a few minutes later and opens the doorknob again, the virus is already on the doorknob, it gets transferred to that person's hand. And if this person now just touches his nose or mouth, it goes into the nose and mouth and causes the viral infection.
A major swine flu outbreak has not been reported after 2009. Vaccines against swine flu are available. Even if a person has been infected with swine flu, effective antiviral drugs such as oseltamivir and zanamivir are available. An infected person must take some precautions to reduce the risk of infecting others. The person must cover the nose and mouth while coughing or sneezing, washing hands frequently, and should avoid contact with healthy people. Swine flu has been a matter of concern since 2009. To prevent the outbreak of swine flu, statewide awareness campaigns and district-level rapid response teams have been launched. The government has also started a new 24-hour helpline to provide information and assistance about swine flu to the citizens. Swine flu tests are available at all government hospitals free of cost.
So team E, are you ready for the question? Have you seen the clip?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your question is, from where did the swine flu virus come in human being?
From pig.
Very good. Pig is the answer. Swine flu is transmitted to human from pigs. Very well answered. 10 points to team E. So, in the second round, the scores are team A is on 10 points, team B is on 10 points, team C is on 10 points, team E is on 10 points and team D has not scored in the second round. And after the end of the 2 rounds, the total score is team A is on 30 points, team B is on 10 points, team C is on 30 points, team D is on 20 points and team E is on 20 points. So, now we will move on to the next round, that is round 3. The terms and conditions for the round 3 are, each team will get 2 questions with 10 points to each question. The question will be one word answer type. If unanswered, question will pass on to the next team carrying 5 bonus points. Answer time is 20 seconds. So, let's begin the first question with team A. Team A, are you ready for the round 3? Okay, your question comes. The absolute zero in degree Celsius is approximately which number?
Minus 273 degrees Celsius.
Very good, very well answered. It is the minus 273 degrees Celsius. Correct answer and you get 10 points. Now, we will move on to Team B. Team B, your question is, what is the path followed by a bullet as it leaves the gun?
Projectile.
Sorry, it's not projectile. Team C, the question passes to you.
Linear path.
It's not linear path. So, Team D. What is the path followed by a bullet as it leaves the gun?
Straight path.
No, it's not that. Okay, Team E.
As it follows the laws of conservation of linear momentum and in unidirectional.
No. So the question passes to Team A. Team A, you will have to name the path.
Aerial path.
I'm sorry, it's not the aerial path. So we have started with Team B and the correct answer is the trajectory pathway. Don't get disheartened, there are lots of questions to come. So Team C, are you ready for the next question? Okay, your question is, the planets have an elliptical path instead of circular due to which factor?
Gravitational force.
Gravitational force, gravity is the answer. Very good, well answered Team C, 10 points to Team C. We will now move on to the next team, Team D. Your question is, an escalator is basically which belt with steps?
Conveyor belt.
Very good, conveyor belt. Conveyor belt is the answer, correct answer, and 10 points to Team D. Conveyor belt is used in flour mills, beverage industries, you know that. Okay, very good. Now we will move on to Team E. Team E, your question appears on the screen. In a 24 hours period, how many high and low tides exist? You have 20 seconds.
One high tide and one low tide.
It's not one high tide and one low tide. Question will pass on to Team A. Team
It's
A.
2 high tides and 2 low tides.
2 tides, yes. Very good, very well answered. Correct answer, Team A. Very good. 5 bonus points to Team A. Team A, are you ready for the question? Okay. Team A, your question is, during the cake making, which gas accumulates inside a cake to give the dough a light, airy texture?
Carbon dioxide.
Very good. Carbon dioxide is the answer. A gets 10 full points. Now moving to Team B. Team B, your question is, which instrument is used for navigation help and gives us information of direction?
GPS.
Not GPS. It's a modern science, GPS. Okay. Question passes to Team C. Team C.
A compass.
Very good. It's a very easy answer. Compass. Compass is the answer. Do you know effect? Before compass, how did they get the navigation? They used the direction of the pole star. Pole star. Yes. 5 bonus points to Team C. Very good, Team C. Now, moving to the next direct question to Team C. Ready? Okay, very good. Team C, your question is, the functional MRI is a special kind of MRI on which organ does it focus?
Brain.
Very good. It is the brain. Yes, correct answer. 10 points to Team C. Now moving to the next question, and Team D. Team D, your question is, what is the full form of the term OLED? OLED. You have 20 seconds.
Optical light emitting diode.
Loudly.
Optical light emitting diode.
It's not optical light emitting diode. Team E.
Oval light emitting diode.
No, it's not oval light emitting diode. So Team A, full form of OLED.
Opaque light emitting diode.
I'm sorry, opaque light emitting diode is not the answer. Team B.
Optical light emitting.
I'm sorry. So, passing on to Team C.
Opaque light emitting display.
No, it's not that. The correct answer is organic light emitting diode. No one has answered it correctly. Organic light emitting diode is the advanced form of LED, light emitting diode. Okay. So now moving on to team E. Team E, ready for the question? Okay, very good. Team E, your question is, what is the role of the magnetic particle present near the brains of bees, birds and trout?
To show direction. To show direction.
To show direction. Okay, to show direction is the answer. Navigation, you can say. Very good. Correct answer, 10 points to team E. So, after round 3, the score is A is on 25 points, team B scored 0 in the third round, team C 25 points, team D 10 points and team E 10 points. So, we have seen a very tough fight between team A and team C. After the end of these 3 rounds, the total score becomes team A 55 points, team B 10 points, team C 55 points, team D 30 points and team E 30 points. But there are 2 rounds yet to go. So, we will move on to the 4th round. So, 4th round will be a photo identification round. The terms and conditions for this photo identification round are: each team will get 1 question as picture to identify. If identified without any clue, then 10 points will be awarded. 2 points for each clue will be deducted for next 4 clues. If unanswered, question will not pass on to the next team. Total time for answer is 2 minutes. So, let's move on to the photo identification round, round 4. Team A, are you ready with the 4th round? Okay, let's begin the round 4 with team A. Your photo in question appears on the screen. Give the name of this flower. Name this flower.
Ma'am, clue.
First clue. It is native to Himalayas and Uttarakhand of India, northern Burma, southwest China. Your first clue.
Ma'am, second clue.
Okay, we will go for the second clue. Your second clue is, it is the state flower of Uttarakhand. State flower of Uttarakhand.
Third clue.
Third clue. Yes, its name consists of name of Lord Brahma. Your third clue.
Fourth clue.
Fourth clue, yes. Its name also consists of the local name with lotus. Your time is up. Sorry. The right answer is Brahma Kamal. It is known as Brahma Kamal. It contains the name of Lord Brahma, and Kamal is the name for lotus. Okay. Now moving to the second photo identification question to team B. Team B ready? Yes. Very good. Team B, your photo for the question appears on the screen. Give the name of this lake. It's a famous lake. You have clues to come up.
Loktak Lake.
Very good. Without any clue, Loktak Lake is the answer. Very well answered. 10 points to team B. Team C, ready for the photo identification question? Very good. Your photo for the question appears on the screen. Give the name of this river in Northeast. We are all from Northeast and you need to identify this river.
Clue.
Clue, first clue. Okay, we'll go with the first clue. It is a 309-kilometer long river flowing through West Bengal, Sikkim and Bangladesh before emptying into the Bay of Bengal.
Brahmaputra.
Sorry, it's not Brahmaputra. We will go with the next clue. Second clue. The river originates from Pohanre Glacier above 23,189 feet. Your second clue.
Next clue.
Next clue. Third clue is the river area is in the seismically active zone 5 and has experienced microseismic activity.
Clone.
It's not the clone. Fourth clue. Your fourth clue is the river has preserved good impurities of climatic and tectonic along its valleys and catchments. Time up. Sorry, your time is up. The correct answer is Teesta. It is the Teesta River. So, never mind, you have questions to come. So, now moving to the next question for photo identification, and the question will go to team D. Your photo in the question is, name this flower. Identify this flower.
Orchid.
It's not orchid. Your first clue. It is mainly an orchid species found abundantly in Vietnam, eastern Himalaya and southeastern China. It is the species orchid, but we need the name of this flower specific.
Blood orchid. Blood orchid.
Loudly.
Blood orchid.
Blood orchid is not the answer. So we will go with the next clue. Second clue for you. It is a state flower of Mizoram. Mizoram, they missed it.
Next clue.
Next clue. The third clue for you. This flower is also named as dancing girl. Dancing girl.
The last clue.
The fourth clue. This flower's name is time up. Sorry, the time is up. The correct answer is the red vanda. So, we will move on to the next team with photo identification to team E. Your photo is name this flower. Identify this flower.
First clue.
First clue. It is West Bengal's state flower.
Second clue.
Your second clue is it also features prominently in Hindu mythology and is described as a product of Samudra Manthan. Product of Samudra Manthan.
Third clue.
Your third clue comes. Its name includes the word night.
Next clue.
The fourth and the last clue. This flower grows into a small tree or shrub and has fragrant orange-red flowers shooting from its bark. Time is up. Sorry, it was very easy. It's the night flowering jasmine. In the fourth round, team B has scored 10 points and rest 4 teams has failed to score in the fourth round. So, after the end of these 4 rounds, we have the total scores, and the total scores are Team A 55 points, Team B 20 points, Team C 55 points, Team D 30 points and Team E is on 30 points. So better luck for the last round. So let's move on to the last and the final round of Sci-Connect quiz contest. The terms and condition for round 5 is each team will be asked continuous questions for 1.5 minutes or maximum 8 questions. Answer should be given in true or false. Each question will carry 5 points. The representative from team will only answer. So let's begin the last and the final round of Sci-Connect quiz contest. So team A, are you ready? So who will be representing from your side?
I, Bushraj Vishwas, will represent Team Tripura.
Pashuraj will be representing from team A. Team A, your question appears on the screen. Every second about 2 million red blood cells die and new 2 million are formed.
True.
Right. Signals travel along nerve fibers as a wave of electric charge.
True.
Right. Sterling silver is the impure form of silver.
True.
Wrong. Bernard Cortois discovered iodine in 1911.
True.
Wrong. Lithium batteries are more suitable over alkaline batteries.
True.
Right. Cloud computing is recent advancement in computing technology.
True.
Right. Email was first invented in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson.
True.
Right. Albert Einstein won 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics.
True.
Right. Very good. So now moving to the next team, Team B. Ready, Team B? Very good. So Team B, who will be representing from your side?
I, Michael, will be representing from Nagaland.
Okay. So your questions. The light capturing cells of eyes are rods and cones.
False.
Wrong. Ancient Greek doctor Hippocrates is known as the father of physics.
False.
Right. Blue light has shorter wavelength over orange and red.
True.
Right. As in theory of telescope, larger the lens, larger the image.
True.
Right. Gold is generally mined and measured in carats.
True.
Right. Wine is made from grapes by use of yeasts.
True.
Right. Tides are at minimum when earth, sun, moon are aligned.
True.
Wrong. A firework display is an explosion designed for maximum visual impact.
True.
Right. Very well answered, Team B. Team C, are you ready for the questions? Okay, here comes your questions. So, Team C, who will be representing from your side?
I, Thamwani, will represent our team, Mizoram.
Okay, Team C, your questions come. The MRI machine uses powerful magnets.
True.
Right. In allergies, immune system becomes overreactive.
True.
Right. Military application of sonar is for searching of buried mines in land and sea.
False.
Wrong. Ultrasound was first used in 1990.
True.
Wrong. Aeroplane's forward motion is based on engine thrust and Newton's law.
False.
Wrong. Bernoulli's principal works behind working of perfume sprays.
False.
Wrong. Deep sea divers experience low pressure when they go deeper into the sea.
True.
Wrong. Hydraulics can be used in brakes, excavator, etc.
True.
Right. No worry, Team C. Now moving to Team D. Team D, who will be representing from your side?
I, Ashish Dangal, will be representing.
Ashish will be representing. Okay, here comes the questions. Dialysis is a treatment provided to patients with kidney failure.
True.
Right. Pacemaker is an instrument which can work to keep heart beating steadily.
True.
Right. A microwave oven produces low frequency electromagnetic waves.
True.
Wrong. In the form of radar, radio waves were used.
True.
Right. Doppler radars are used in weather forecasting.
True.
Right. The X-ray was discovered by William Röntgen.
True.
Right. X-rays have energy to penetrate bones.
False.
Right. Varnish is liquid composed of natural oils, resins and alcohols.
True.
Right. Very good, Team D. So Team E, your last and the final round of questions. So Team E, who will be representing from you?
Raja Alam will represent Team Meghalaya.
Raja Alam will be representing. So your questions appear on the screen. Vaccines are useful for prevention from diseases.
True.
Right. Penicillin was discovered in 1928.
True.
Right. Jawless, cartilaginous and bony are types of fishes.
True.
Right. Holography was invented in 1948.
False.
Wrong. Stem cells are cells obtained from stems.
True.
Wrong. The WWW stands for World Woven Web.
False.
Right. Pteridophytes are seedless vascular plants.
True.
Right. The water cycle is also termed as hydrologic cycle.
True.
Right answer. Very well played, Team E. So after all the rounds are over now, I invite Sachin Narwaria sir, Quizmaster from Vigyan Prasar, for announcement and analysis of final scores.
Thank you, madam. After the results of the pre-final 1 and 2, 5 teams were selected for the final. The teams selected were Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. It was a nail-biting contest and everyone waited with bated breath for the end results. Initially during the first round, teams A, D and team C were at par with 20 points each, while team E scored 10 points and team B failed to score any points at all. After the round 2, team A and C were at 30 points each, team B was at 10 and both teams D and E were at 20 points each. The round 3 witnessed a tie between teams A and C, both being at 55 points each. The teams D and E were at second place with 30 points each. The team B, however, lagged behind with only 10 points. After the round 4, teams A and C were placed at 55 points each. Teams D and E were at 30 points each, while team B was only at 20 points. After round 5, team A, that is team Tripura, surged ahead to 85 points, while team C, that is team Mizoram, that was at par with team A in the previous round, got only 70 points and came second. The team that came third was team D, that is the team Sikkim, at 65 points. Congratulations to all the teams, especially the first 3 placed teams in the finals. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sachin Narwaria sir. I congratulate the winning teams. Thank you all the participants for your very enthusiastic participation. You have all done a fantastic job. I consider each team here, irrespective of the fact that they own this quiz competition or not, as the winner, as they have all put in lot of hard work and sleepless nights just to participate, and also in the process have learned a lot about this science. You can be the scientists of tomorrow and all have a bright future. Thank you again. I hope you will continue with participation in more such competitions. Thank you participants and thank you viewers.
Vigyan Prasar hopes you liked the format of this quiz show. Do get back to us for any feedback on the following address or email: